Knowledge gain rep. I'll spend gold. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I'm not in either of those tiles right now? Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Dude, I don't know what tomes I should go for. Freaking sand? What does a sand city want? I would like some shadow affinity, but it it is none of it helps. The shadow affinity is either like necromancy or it's ice. And that does not help. Summon Banshee. Vengeful spirit that lowers morale and weakens enemies with piercing wails. Target army demoralized. Enemies in 1 hex radius can lose morale. Cruel weaponry. 30% damage against units with morale of low. Joy siphoners. Make the target race become living morale siphons, making their attacks steal morale per hit. Morale loss is doubled if the target has high morale. Okay, that could be useful. All right, I'm gonna take this primarily because I need some shadow affinity just to get started on this. There's a lot of really good stuff there I want that I didn't get to do next time. Or last time. All right, so we'll get those. Icy hot desert. Icy hot desert. They should have Twitch integration for this.
The darkness that creeps from shadow to
You guys
shadow.
would break the game. New bounty. Let's see. Negotiation successful. Cool. And okay. Enter. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Pearl Reef. Okay, we want that. But God, it's going to get attacked for sure. Nope, we're not accepting that result. Try again. Ow, lightning. Alright. We got Mending Touch now, which is good. So, like, for example, we can just use this. So our healers have a little bit more healing because of that Faith Tome I took. Eat boulder. Wham! Yes, with my incredible giant magic, I cast Rock. I can't summon snakes out here in the water. Ow, again! Didn't you just hit me already? Do the enemies get zapped as well? At the start of the defender's turn, 3 random units sustain lightning damage. I don't know. Seems like it might just be me. Alright, this big Kraken here is going to be the risky business. See how this goes. Oh my god, ow. Alright, that guy just took a huge hit. Pull of the Deep. Alright, hold on. How often can he do that? Cooldown 3 turns. Attempt to submerge an embarked unit and kill it. The lower the target's health, the greater the chance. If the attempt fails, they still take 40 damage. Oh, I forgot about that. This guy, when he does damage, it also hits like 2 tiles in front of it in a line. Boom! I'm gonna keep focusing on the Kraken. I feel like that needs to go down first. Can giants use a bow? No, a giant can be a defender or a warrior. That's like a defensive or an offensive warrior, and they will use either a warhammer or an axe. So it's always a big two-handed thing. They can be a ritualist or a mage, and they'll use like a big obelisk on their shoulder. Spellblade also will use a melee two-handed weapon. Okay, killed one of them. Alright, killed another one. Is this... Okay, so this is like melee range. That little heal, that heal ability. It's really nice because it doesn't cost any action points. It's just got a 2-turn cooldown. Want to make a giant archer like Dark Souls? Yeah, sorry, there's not a... There is in Total War Warhammer 3, the Tomb Kings. Their siege unit is a skeleton of a giant with a giant bow, and it can shoot across the entire battlefield. So that does exist, but that's a different game, obviously. Whoa, okay, so he just used a move called Tentacle Vortex, which just scrambled all these units. And now we're getting punched by the other things. Okay. Backing up to get some speed. Okay, that thing's dead. We're gonna move... Nope. Control Z that, I guess. Alright. If this guy can get to 5 buffs, the heal will be twice as strong. Or not twice as strong, sorry. It's a bit stronger, though. It's worth it, it's worth it. It's definitely a bit easier in these water battles now that I've got a few tools I can use besides just attack. Have you seen the new blog post about QOL? Some people linked it to me during the stream. I haven't read it yet. Probably gonna have to manually, yeah. Yeah, same thing. Alright. Bending touch that. And then normal heal that. And you. Bending touch that. And normal heal that. And you. Holy crap, you're low health. Just touch yourself. Don't clip that. And... is that a penguin? Dire penguin. We are fighting penguins. Oh boy. Not you. Ow, lightning. I'm worried about that Pull of the Deep ability. If he does that again, it might wreck me. That did not do a lot of damage. We're healing this guy. Ah, dang it. He used Pull of the Deep and he just instantly killed something. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Alright, we did blind it there. We'll see how much that helps. What exactly does the blind condition do in this game? Minus 50% accuracy on physical ranged magic attacks, cannot perform retaliation attacks. Okay. So if it's just melee attacking normally, that's not going to do anything to it. We're gonna cast Rock Blast just to finish it off so that it doesn't get another turn. It's too dangerous. Worried about this guy on the right now. Oh. Okay. Mending Touch. Spiritual Healing. Mending Touch. Spiritual Healing. Alright, that thing's gone. That thing's gone. Okay, still a better result than what the auto battle was going to give me, but we did lose one Animus, which is unfortunate. And we might need to start heading back for sure. It's all this freaking damage. And let's see, we lost an Animus, so let's start making another one of those. Let's see. Shipyard. Not gonna be able to boost the monolith anytime soon. What do I need for Scholars Guild? 2 research posts. We only have 1. Let's see, Abbey plus 10 knowledge. Actually, Abbey counts as a research post. So if I build the Abbey, then I would have 2. Alright, we're gonna do that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to build an outpost here. Yes. At the risk of making them mad. And not declare war on them yet. So we can't make a second city there. There's not enough room. I mean, I could, but it would just be 90% in the water. It would not be a very sandy city. This thing's a gold ancient wonder. Gold is the highest difficulty, which means we would need an insane army to do that. We cannot do that anytime soon. Dang. Maybe I should have done the underground idea. There's probably a lot more room under there and don't have to worry about freaking oceans. Sandy City, can you rename it Tatooine? Probably. Yes. Yes, I can. So yeah, I could make a town there. I mean, it's better than not having a town, I guess, but yeah. Well, you know what? No, the more I think about it, we might need to do that. Actually, can I cancel the construction of a that? Because if I do outposts take 1 less turn, and cities take 2 less turns, this would happen a whole lot faster. Okay. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so bring you back over here. Alright, this thing is done. Shipyard is done. Hero leveled up. Char Nemo the Lifebringer leveled up. Alright. The AoE heal from Conjured Wild Growth does not work in the water. Astral Ward does not work in the water. Alright, Restore does work anywhere. That's the just single target ranged heal. So we'll get that. Because it works at least. Okay. Our Death Knight guy. Second Wind is pretty juicy. It comes back up every time you kill something and gives 15 HP. Do that. One of the scouts found some money. Shop of Secrets. Don't really need that right now. Alright. Come back home. You guys need to recover. That ocean is beating the crap out of you. Alright. And these guys come over here. Outpost founded. Found a city of wild wolves. And take that. Okay. Alright, so there's some monster there that's holding that node. We've got to send some stacks over there to take care of that. Obsidian weapons. Urwell is founded. It needs a governor. Let's see. This city is going to be so much water. So Nomer, you're a governor now, because you're a nautical governor. Alright. Woodcarver workshop. They've invaded your domain. Okie dokie. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with that. Set production Tatooine. We can make the Scholars Guild now, but it's only going to give me 20 knowledge. That's not a lot. Alright, let's do Town Hall upgrade. See how that goes. Alright, so they are... Okay, what is it that's destroying me right now? Okay, well, the problem is, like, if I attack this big guy here, right? It will also pull, I think, this guy over here into the fight? No, I guess it's not. Hold on a sec. Because it's saying 7 dead. No, I guess it's just him. I'll try to stop him. We're gonna take damage from the water again. Alright, we've replaced the Animus that died. Bringing Crimson over. Obsidian weapon research is done, so their weapons can now bleed the enemies. Rock Stella for the other town. Your province is being pillaged. A scout died. Infest. Okay, Pirate Cove is going to attack on the next turn. Oh my god. Ah! The worst part is the whole, like, water damaging you and you losing a turn when you step into the water. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, hold on. 3 protectors and an animist. Do I just accept that, or do I try to do better? I think I try to do better. 4 units would take a while to retrain. So second wind, and we can use that recharges anytime he gets a kill. Boulder! Smack. Right in the kisser. Oh yeah, doesn't this guy have a... Oh yeah, this guy has the regen heal now. So we can do that, so that'll heal over time too. That's a nice boulder. I like that boulder. Oh, lightning. You know what's really not fair, chat? This guy's attacking me with bone wyverns. My trait that has a bone wyvern with my army at all times doesn't work in the water. That's bullcrap. Like, you got bone wyverns. Why can't I have bone wyverns? Like, what do you mean? It's a skill issue? That doesn't make any sense. Dude, I can't get this archer close enough to hit that thing. Okay, I can if I go way over here. I think he's gonna do Tentacle Vortex on the next turn because I'll put so many units around him. Okay, they killed the animated sword. They're beating on a defender right now. Pull of the Deep resisted. Okay, so he tried to use the one-hit KO move. Nice, so that's already been spent. Wait. Oh, that's on cooldown? Okay, we can use spiritual healing now. Can do that. We could... Let's do Primal Renewal. So Primal Renewal spins the buff stacks that he's accrued so far to get a self-heal. It doesn't heal you at all if you don't have any buff stacks, which is a downside to it. But if you have buff stacks, you can spend them for a decent heal, which we just did. Boom! Ask you a question. Okay, one of those wyverns in the back is pretty low health. Oh, can we not move through that barrel tile? I guess not. It's saying that that's like a solid object. It's in the way. Okay, one wyvern down. Damn. Alright. So, he did Tentacle Vortex and moved my troops around, and a low health defender got 8, and then it put my giant in a pretty bad spot. I think it said you can hold Alt to shoot it and remove it. This can be damaged by ranged attacks without Demolisher. Oh, okay. Yeah, Demolisher is a trait that allows you to destroy buildings and stuff. Good to know, though. Alright, regen on the giant. Mending touch on the giant. Big single target heal. Like, it sucks losing any unit, but it would really, really suck to lose our leader. That would be a save scum moment. Second wind. Heal that guy. Melee. Who's this? Oh, ugh. Oh my god. Okay, so one of my healers got pulled in by the Tentacle Vortex, and I'm just now noticing it. Alright, so there's the Banshees and the Kraken. Ow. Okay. Okay, that's done. A little worried about the giant surviving getting back to shore with how nasty the waters are. Alright, so we lost one protector. We saved this little resource node. I gotta say, while we're here, it's really tempting to want to defeat this guy so that the node gets full income. That's just a neutral thing. That's not related to the infestation. However, okay, he can get on land. However, we're so damaged and beat up right now. I don't think that's feasible. Alright, so make another protector that we lost. I think, let's see. Go to Twitch drops. Oh, what's that drop? You'll receive Twitch drops. How did Twitch drops work? Oh, nice! Did they say what they are? Let's see. Wait, there is an image. Hold on. Open image in new tab. Bloodstone Ascender. What is that? Bloodstone Glider. Mini Bloodstone Pet Rock. What is the Ascender? Okay. Glider, Cosmetic pet. Anyone know what this thing is? I don't know what that thing is. Is that like the mail? Is that a mail delivery thing? A cinder is a glider? But that's a glider. It's a travel toy. Emo says, is this an RTS or a CRPG? It's kind of a 4X game. Alright. Let's see. Joy Siphoner's research is done. Can make a chaplain, cause despair. Do chaplain. I might use chaplain. I definitely am not going to use the other things. Alright, Rock Stella is ready for this town. Town Hall over here is done. Market? Do that. Between drops and QOL update, good day for Guild Wars 2 news. It is indeed. It is indeed. Alright. Okay, chat, this map is a nightmare. This whole friggin' thing with the water, and then we decided to make a sand nation. I forget why I listen to you guys. We made a sand city, and we did it in the ocean. And everyone else is like, "Why are you so sandy?" So this is going to be this is going to take longer than the last one, I think. But for brutal, we're doing okay for brutal. We're holding our own. These no, what are these called? These infestations. They are troublesome for sure. But we are sort of farming XP from them, but it hurts. And yeah. So we will save it here and continue trying out Primal Fury campaign next time.